I am watching few members of the honorable member of the parliament and officials of local government ministry as chief engineer of local government engineering department and managing director of Dhaka Washa, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, dear audience, dear journalists. I am delighted to appear here just as because Japan is a very best friend of Bangladesh. Since our independence, you see, Bangladesh we have achieved independent in 1971, 16 December. And within the about 2 months, that is at 10th February of 1972, Japan have given the recognition to Bangladesh. And in and next day, they opened the embassy in Bangladesh with the aim to help for rebuilding of Bangladesh. Because in 9 months war, whole country have been destructed. All the road, bridge, culvert, industry, and everything have been destroyed. So when Father of the Nation, Bangabandhu Sheikh Mujibur Rahman, he repatriated from the jail of Pakistan in the year 90, 1972, 10th January. And immediate after repatriation in Bangladesh, he had started his journey. So, and they are the frontier country, those who have extended their cooperation in all aspects. So far I know, you see, till now, Japan is the largest actually investor in Bangladesh in terms of the all infrastructure development and many others. And it is about $18 billion a single country as a grant and loan has given in Bangladesh. And all of that, you see, whenever we go anywhere of the Bangladesh, the people finally say this investment, this infrastructure is constructed by Japanese government or Japanese grant or Japanese assistance. The people impression is immediately gives a click that it is good impression. They like to say once Japan had cooperated, it is heartfelt cooperation. And the construction work or that whatever development activities will be done by them, it will be definitely very credible one, contributory one. So Japan is the best friend of us. And today, His Excellency Honorable Ambassador and Honorable Country President of JICA, uh, they they came over here with their spontaneous intention, and because the project Kornofuli water treatment plant second, we have been inaugurated immediate after completion by our Prime Minister. Within time there will be COVID. So when actually it was required to be handover, takeover by us in given time. As a part of the compliance of the project loan and other issues. So given time because of the COVID, the movement and it was not a secure position for this given time, they did not become. But I express my thanks to the Excellency Ambassador and that country representative. That is, even after that didn't time they could not come, but they managed time to join in this ceremony to hand over and take over. So the loan agreement and other compliance will be fully completed. So anyway, actually, this is the I this is the dream country of the father of the nation, Bangabandhu Sheikh Mujibur Rahman. You see, we have been ruled by the Pakistan by 23 years. It was a so worse and miserable situation. And poverty level at Pakistan period, according to the report, this is not my orientation, 72%. And literacy rate was about 10%, 10 to 12%. Healthcare, communication, many things have been ignored. And there is a lot of injustice and a lot of lawlessness. So, this time, our father nation, he protested against injustice, against disparity, and huge movement under his leadership just to fulfill the demand of the common people and equal demand because we are the part of East Pakistan as we are the part of the West Pakistan. But finally it did not even happen. And under his leadership, finally we achieved our independence with the hope, father of the nation. He has a dream to scale up the country as a developed country. And we will be a proud nation. Because you see, about my personal impression, whenever I got the chance to travel all over the world, most of many countries. And overall, above, my personal impression is that our people is very submissive, loyal, hardworking. So the five people, those who have this kind of quality, why these people will not be grown up to fulfill their aspiration? And why they will not be proud of nation? So it was the dream of the father of the nation. And I express my humble respect to the father of the nation and pray for his departed soul. But you see, the journey had been started by father of the nation, Bangabandhu Sheikh Mujibur Rahman, in the 1972. This was a miserable situation, very disgusting situation. But within 3.5 years, he was in power. He has shown that actually this country could live in its desired level. Just I want to figure out one thing. When father of the nation ruled over Pakistan period, our per capita income level was $140. It could not even cross $140. But when father of the nation, after the extraction of the country, started journey, it was the $94. But within 3.5 years, Bangabandhu Sheikh Mujibur Rahman could scale up our per capita level was $277. But after assassination of the father of the nation, the military ruler and the legacy have ruled the country 21 years. 21 years. Because in 1996, Awami League came in power under the leadership of present Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina. But until that, didn't die. Our per capita level was reached to up to $329. So what is the difference? Difference is $52 by 21 years. Just I want to, because we are the local people, I am operating in presence of you, and all the foreign people has to realize. Just last 2 days I have given my speech deliberation in anywhere else in front of the foreign people. So many people have a many sorts of arts, many discontentment and many issues they are to show and say. So this is why it needs to be explained actually where from we have started our journey. So the situation within the 21 years did not be saying anything else of the fate of the common people. And communication was the same, whatever in Pakistan today. And the healthcare was the same neglected, and education also did not do. And agricultural progress was not done. and no industrialization, no electrification, nothing was there within the 21 years when the military ruler and the legacy have ruled the country. But you see the difference. As I figure out you, I'm not orating. You can check that all this information, whatever I am delivering, you can check with the archive of the World Bank and many other areas. So, but within this 15 years, this tenure, I just feel like to say, what is per capita income level at this moment? It is 2,824. What is the difference? From when we have started, it was below 6,600. It was below 600 in 2009. So difference is about 2,224. If it is so, if 50 years could change our fate by under the leadership of Sheikh Hasina, is within 15 years $2,200, but within 21 years, within 20 years only $52. So this I think we have a serious deficiency of food. People were crying for the food. They did not have the food in this time, and no girl, woman would not go to the street after sunset. It is the history of Bangladesh. You see, this time. But now our girls are working in the office until 6, 7, 8 o'clock, and they are going huge numbers of. And women empowerment, women, a lot of differences here. So anyway, so in the year 1996, when we came to power, you say, at the tenure of Pakistan, our electrification, I think it was about 2-3%. Didn't time. Okay, I don't want to compare with didn't time. But what was there about the before we are taking the power in the year 1996? Electricity generation was 1600 megawatt. Capacity was 1600 megawatt. But within the 5 years, our unit was powered in 1996 to 2001. The electricity generation reached up to the 4,300 megawatt. But when we have taken the charge in the year 2009, we have started this journey of this for this continuous three tenure. So now everybody has electricity, everywhere, because the government has a commitment to one for the people. Everywhere, with the aim not for the light and fan, that agriculture has to be sustainable, and we have to produce food for our consumption to mitigate any social deficiency. And industrialization. So for industrialization, there is huge electricity is required. So, and for electricity, there is fuel is required. So under the leadership of Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina, you see, have taken this time when came your power. Because this time, 17 MMCF, 100 MMCF gas was produced from indigenous source. There is no external source was there. So this time, she has given her effort for extracting indigenous gas sources. And now that once we have reached up to the 2,700 MMCF gas, every day we were extracting. Just to meet that demand for the electricity generation. And besides that, our Honorable Prime Minister she has a long vision. This is why we reached our goal, 2041. We will scale up our country as a developed country. So one you wants to go there is million of the issue has to be addressed. That about the electricity, I am saying here, yes, so from indigenous source you cannot meet all the requirements. So this is why LNG, liquefied natural gas, importation arrangement have been done. and a terminal has been set up and which is under operation now. And we are getting the blessing of these things. Might be the price will be high because indigenous ones do not have any cost, but imported one has a huge cost. But anyway, but besides that, you see, electricity is the lifeline of the economy and the country, anywhere else. So how we can mitigate all these things? So you need electricity. So you see, once you depend on the only the gas, it is the indigenous gas or external gas. Depend on the liquid fuel, it is not a wise policy. So she go for mixed fuel policy. What is mixed fuel policy? Nuclear plant. She said that. And which is was the dream for life in country to think, but it is going to be resumed in production. So, in nuclear plant and coal-based plant. There is a lot of controversiality anywhere else. But so once I do not have the liquid fuel, I do not have the gas, even after that, if that I have a coal-based. All the source. This is the one of the right metrics in the whole world. One of the developed countries is following. So our honorable prime minister. So why I am telling all these things? Actually, you see, you do not have the hope. Now I feel very proud that we did not reach to our goal, but it gave a hope. We are in the right platform under right leadership. Just 3 days back, I thought I was delivering this speech. You see, once I did not have the food, I did not have the education, I did not have the health care, I did not have communication, and when nothing else, this time I did not find anybody else come forward to say, to help us. And this time they did not say, there is a lot of injustice, lawlessness, and women empowerment. Everywhere woman is working. You see, before there is no chief justice in a higher level of the judiciary, no woman was there. And in secretary, no woman could be the secretary. And DC, district commissioner, and police superintendent could not be police. And OC, officer in charge of the police department, could not be the woman. Now, even the Ubujala vehicle officer, this was cannot be the woman. All of the male, it was not qualified within that. But all have been said by whom? By Honorable Prime Minister. With the aim that we will work together. And we have to scale up the woman and to work side by side together to contribute to build the nation. And human right and women empowerment, all these things have been happening. And all of that is kind of a achievement. Now, as I told, now the many people is coming forward. Oh, you have this kind of a problem. Oh, you did not do this one. You did not this one. Yeah, I just because the almost the indigenous people, you see, how many people was killed for the when they are demonstrating for the party leader? They do not have the party leader in 2091 to 2001. 17 people was killed while they are demanding the party leader because their crop is going to be withered. So this was the situation. Now there is never ever any crisis about the party leader. And with the assistance of what I do yesterday night, our honorable industrial minister, he conveyed me that with the assistance and technical support of Japan, the urea fertilizer factory have been set up in Ashun or something. No, it's not China, Ashun. Yeah, and they have started the operation. And immediately honorable Prime Minister will be inaugurated that one. So, but that is not, nobody has to take care of all these things. But now we are, if you see in the village, the road, I am leader, I am the minister of the local government. And our chief engineer of LDD is here. So they are constructing good road. All the villages connected with the road. Every village is having that health care, community clinic. And No place is free out of the primary school. So all the young generation is going to this school. So all the facility now have been ensured. Yes, right. Of course, we cannot compare us with the Japan. We cannot compare us with many other number of countries because our journey is very bitter journey. Because independent after independence, we did not go ahead according to our soil. We have been interrupted by the military ruler. So all this causes. Now our status is now so many people are coming and giving a many suggestions. And they're saying, oh, democracy has to be upheld. And nobody could compromise with the humility. What is humility? No food is humility. Lawlessness in the street is the humility. And the girls could not do this in the street after sunset, it is the humility. And poverty level, when we start 1996, it was 42%. Now, just it is because of the leadership of our Prime Minister. Our poverty level is 18%. Just I want to compare with the USA, it is 17%. Our severe poverty rate was 25%, now it is about 5%. We are working for that, but because there is a COVID and there is a Ukraine war. And because of all these things, because the all over the world facing the sums of the stress of the economy and many other ways. And we are also same. So anyway, so this is very painful. While we are suffering miserably, nobody say this kind of while the lawlessness and injustice was prevailing all over the country. I want to point out here to the journalist that many camera I have seen. Just few days back, I asked one, His Excellency, one of the persons from the World Mission. I said, who killed the rat? He he told me. I told him, who have killed the rat? America. So they're trained and now, okay, but do I forget in the name of the clean heart how many people have been killed? How many thousand people have been killed? So I cannot say all these things. I cannot say neither Finance Minister and KPSI was killed and Assam Namaskar member of the parliament has been killed and boom have been busted to kill them with the aim of Sheikh Hasina. The 37% have been killed. This time I cannot say all. In whole country, the boom have been busted in all districts in the same time. So this kind of lawlessness is required to be caught. So this is the very painful. Once we say about the humanity, I have to know, being a citizen of this country, I like my country, I born here, I want it to be here. This is the ambition of all the people. But this is why I want to secret my land. My country. I love my country. Other than me, who will love more than me? And because the party of Awali have been founded by the father of the nation, Bangabandhu Sheikh Mujibur Rahman, he have sacrificed his whole life. And we have seen the whole life he has sacrificed in jail and fighting demonstration for the people. Now he became so that it is very misfortunate. So humanity is should not be definition, same definition for territory for the country to country. It has to be unique one. Once you say humanity, you want to say I am a dignified person, I am the responsible person, I want to do that, I am the very credible man to say anything else about the humanity, there anything else. So anyway, I actually point out few issues, and because this is the time our election will be, and about the election, I want to say one or two words. Just 1 2 minutes I tell you. I have seen a person have been gone by motorcycle with a pistol. and show it and fetch the person, election officials, to declare according to his choice person. And it was the election, 21 years I have seen. I think many people, our few number, honorable member of parliament is here, public representative is here, whether I tell the truth or not, you can. In the 2014, BNP did not came to the election. They have taken stand election cannot be held. But it is our constitutional binding. We have to hold the election every after 55 years. But they oppose, they did not participate. So, how could they can claim somebody else has been elected without a vote? The vote is not required because he has been elected uncontested. And because they did not come to the election. So is it our responsibility to nursing, fostering, to make them be confident to come over our power? It is our responsibility to look after and fostering my party to compete, and they must win. Why they will not come to the election? It is not our responsibility to bring them to the election. Either they will come or not. This is a democracy. In all over the world, where the opposition, the opposition peoples are pursuing all the other opposition. In USA, many parties did not come in election. Many parties join election, competing election. So this is all these things is the same issue. Anyway, I am not going to elaborate anything else about the political issues, but I did not point out any issue that with the aim to give a political speech, actually with the aim that to explain the statement. And I express my again His Excellency Honorable Ambassador and Honorable Daika representative, as they are the good friend, and because you are with us, and we give our all the even you go to the village, one you ask anybody, when they will you will ask them, I'm from Japan, then they will give you one. They will feel you are their own people. So this is why in presence of the I feel asked to say something else. And also our individual local people is here. So thank you very much, everybody, about the water. And about the water and sanitation. This is both are the responsible of our sea water. So what they are doing, just it is a reality. I have a own house in Syria, and I have a own house in Halishaw. From 2003, though I am living in Kursi in Syria, but now the last 5 years I am minister, so I could not come. I had 4 or 5 months after I came, and today I will go again. I will go to that. So because I do not have the time to stay. But experience from 2003, water supply has been postponed continuously. No water supply was there. As sewerage system, it was not beyond the thinking of even that government. So, our Honorable Prime Minister, when came over to power, same as Dhaka was every year. You see, 16% people was not getting the water in Dhaka. We have seen the people are demonstrating for the water. This was a horrible situation. But now 100% water is ensuring for the dwellers of the Dhaka, same as Portugal. More than 100% you are following. Might be somewhere that some sort of complaint is coming to me, so because of the, I think the supply line had some sort of might be problem. Anyway, because of all these things. Anyway, it will be solved. I think the washer will take the initiative. If anywhere else there is any bottleneck, it has to be solved. But about the water. Now, after coming the power by 2009, our Prime Minister this time, now the water flow. So, sewerage is one of the big problems. You see, once our per capita income rise, per capita consumption rise, per capita waste generation rise. So, waste is one of the big problems. So we have taken the initiative after I taken the power of this ministry that incineration plant has to be set. And in Dhaka, on Chittagong also we are doing. But a sewerage, you see, once we cannot manage it, all the river, canals, everything will be polluted. And environment will be polluted, a lot of, I think, diseases will be developed. Many pathogens could be developed. So that this is why our Honorable Prime Minister for Dhaka, she has divided Dhaka city in 5 catchments, and for every catchment, one treatment plant is going to be constructed, and one already being inaugurated. And same as for Chittagong, I think 5, 6, or 6, we have been divided in 6 catchments, and already one already been started. And I express again thanks to the Japan, His Excellency Honorable Ambassador and his colleagues. You see, so Japan is extended cooperation for 153, altogether 3. They have taken interest to set up 3 sewage treatment plants in Japan. So, and about the water treatment plant, Japan, they themselves do 2. Correct? 2. And the 3 other 2 was one Korea and Indonesia and another World. So this is that. So now the water problem is solved, soil problem is solved, and that many problems have been solved. Now what we are doing? We develop our people. Just yesterday night, I joined in one occasion of the young generation, where the Junior Chamber of Commerce, they have invited me there. And few members of the Honorable Ambassadors also joined. So, and I am very inspired to see the arts of the all young generation. They're growing up person. They're going to be educated and they're taking the responsibility of the parents' industries and they're well educated. I believe so. Our Honorable Prime Minister thought that we have to, you see, all over the world, now that the food is acquiring in country. Sengishka, Alexander Brigade, they great many countries. And it is the history. Now there is civilized world. People do not acquire other countries. We have been ruled by 200 years by the British. But now nobody is going. If you have a capacity, if you have a talent, if you have a knowledge, so you can earn money without hurting anybody, without harming for anybody else. So this is why our submarine cable has been installed and to connect it to the world, and our satellite station, own satellite station have been set up. So with the blessing of all these things, we are connected to the whole world very high speed way. So that I think the young generation. So this is our responsibility. Just 2 days back, I have joined one occasion of our education ministry that I told this is the time to groom up our young generation into the value and the value. We are doing all these things because of Japan has, I think this is the fundamental for all over the world. So once they could get up, they get the chance to develop their own people, all the people as a contributor, as knowledgeous, and to create for creating. So we are doing for that. So I am very hopeful. The dream of the father generation to create the country as a developed country, as a prestigious country, as a proud nation. I believe we are working in that way to reach our goal, and by this step we have been qualified to be graduated as a developing country. I hope sooner 2041 we will acquire our position as a developed country. Thank you very much. Thank you everybody.